Welcome back, and today we are going to go through another god. This god I have absolutely slept on, and as you can see him just over there, that is Asura. Like, I have slept so hard. The amount of extra damage you can get from your DPS is absurd. Have a look right now. We'll have a look at his skill. I'll move me out of the way. So have a look at his skill here. Whenever an ally kills, keyword ally, kills an enemy, absorbs the soul, and increases the attack of the enchanted hero by 21%. That's at level 4. Goes all the way up to 30%, which is huge. For the remainder of the battle, stacks up to 10 times. Okay, if we do a bit of quick maths there, 10 times, add a 0 to the end of that. If they are fully leveled, which it doesn't take too long because it's only a mythic god, 300% extra attack on top of your hero. 300%, I'll say that again, 300%. That is absolutely enormous. Like, enormous. So I'll have a quick look at tier, which is kind of one that I've seen is very similar. This one, you get 44%, it goes up to about 56, maybe 60, and it costs 2 MP, and you need to do it multiple times to get to there. Whereas Asura, this is just a passive. This, whenever an ally kills, and 10 heroes, or 10 kills, you'll have, by the end of the second round, most runs through campaign and whatever else. Maybe in some smaller battles you won't kill as many, so he's not as worth it. Maybe tier comes in once and you get that 44 straight off the bat. But when you're in here and when you're going against Trial of the Gods, and I'll show you exactly where, this guy pops off. You have your 10 kills so quickly, and you're getting 300% extra attack. As I said, 300%. Wow. He does favor the Orc heroes, so we'll have a look at some Orc heroes soon just to see who he's really going to work well on. But it's only the critical, so that's fine. It's not like you're raising attack, you're not missing out on heaps. But increasing the attack speed and movement speed by 20% is absolutely massive as well. Gets an extra bit of attack and an extra bit of critical. So I really think he is a very good and nearly even better than any absolute god tier. I used tier for ages, but then eventually I realized that I'm just using too much MP. The cooldown's 20 seconds. I was favoring that over actually doing attacks, and yes, you ramped up heaps by the end of the battle, but most of the time it's just a little too late. So I'm really loving Asura. As you can see at the moment, I just got it on Power Fist just because I was testing it out just to see how quickly it can get up there. I really think you could use it with Orc Swordsman pretty well. So I'm going to switch these, and we're going to have a look at the damage difference as we get here. Yes, I've just lost so many stats from here because Poseidon is an absolute and like annihilator of a god. When you have a look at this, an extra 2,000 attack and 48,000 HP. Like, yes, that is massive. He is fully leveled out, and that's pretty much where absolute gods just go to that next tier. Some of the stats that they give out is enormous and absurd. But if we have a look at our heroes back here, who else do we have that is an orc that we can put it on? We got this guy. He's a defensive hero, so probably not. We got Vulcan. He is a melee hero, so he could be one that you put it on. And then we got 2 ranged. So pretty much anyone from the orcs, if you're looking at legendaries, if you're looking at epics, you've only got this guy. So realistically, Asura could go on any of these legendaries because they are all high attack heroes. But let's go in and have a look at the challenge that I was talking about. If we come into this Hall of Gods, we come into the middle one here because he summons multiple other ghost soldiers. We'll come in here. I literally only completed this today, and I reckon it's because of probably this. I got Asura on Orc Swordsman right now. So we're going to go in. We'll have a look at how well he does. We'll see if we can see the damage at the end. I'm not sure if it actually shows that. We'll have a look at that, and then we'll switch it over to Power Fist, and you'll just see how quickly this gets up. We'll have a quick look. I might slow this down. Look, he has his mini swordsmen coming out there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Right, we just wait along, wait till they get killed. Look, they're killed. Bring this up right here. Have a look here. We've got Absorb Soul, 105%. We've got 5 of them. That's the 5 kills we got. Look how easy that was. We go back into here. We just keep waiting. This is all on auto as well. I'm not doing anything. Yes, Tier's still there, which is silly god to have with me here. Loki, you should be using that, but they kind of wait for Poseidon all the way. I have done a video on this before, just about picking the right gods when you're going into this battle. because you want to have this on auto. You don't want to be sitting here pressing the buttons consistently. You want to have this down so then you can go ahead and like auto farm this consistently. And we'll have a quick look now. Look, we're up to 10. Look at that, 10. Increase of 210%. It's annoying. I wanted to see how much damage that they have actually done to the boss. That would be a really handy thing that they could put into the game, is just a little damage meter to see how much damage you have done to the opponent with each character, so then you can weigh up the options and see which god suits better with each hero. So last time I did this battle, I finished this with like 10 seconds to go. So at the moment, it's looking like I'm doing a little bit better than last time with Asura on the Orc Swordsman than I did with Asura on Power Fist, because I'm going to do this with still a minute to go. And I'm definitely going to clear this. Just hit the Poseidon, go on. And then he always finishes off by letting out so many of his little guys. And look at my Duke of Darkness over the back there, just annihilating them. But as you can see, the amount of extra damage you get so quickly from Asura is enormous. So the only downfall of me putting this Asura on right now is the stats it gives me are literally pretty low because of its level. He's only level 22 of 30 in his second starring. Like, he's still got a long way to go to get this attack up and this critical up, because I usually run my Orc Swordsman, as I said, with Poseidon. This extra 48,000 HP keeps him alive a lot longer. This is probably the worst thing about melee attackers, is that you go into the backline and you just get absolutely annihilated. So that's why I like having Poseidon on him. And I'm guessing that's why this Orc Heroes is what this guy powers up, because they all seem to jump to that backline. But if you did have any of these orcs, I reckon Asura would be absolutely gun. You could even put him on any ranged hero. Like if we go into ranged heroes, I could definitely put him on my Dark Witch here. I know you don't get this, but you get attack speed and movement speed onto there. And we all know that we need more attack speed and movement speed. So there's a quick overview of Asura. If you do not have any of those top tier gods, like everyone gets Poseidon, but if you haven't got Ra, or well, I'd probably even take him over tier most of the times. Maybe in the tower, you'd use tier because you can use him quicker rather than having to kill everyone. But yeah, if you have a look at my gods down the bottom, to be honest, I've got one absolute god at 60. Mythic, 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 mythic. I got tier, but I never use him anymore. I'm trying to get my Ra up, but I need more of the soul stones. Another mythic that I'm going to take up. Absolute, but he can't go any higher once I get him to level 30 again, and then I haven't leveled anything down here anymore. It just shows you the value of mythic gods over the absolute gods, because absolute gods are so hard to get those soul fragments that they're very, very hard to level up. And a lot of them are better in your super endgame than you climbing. So just food for thought. Have a look at Asura. Don't sleep on him. This extra attack stacks up very fast. You'll have it by the last round, or in the Trial of Gods, you'll have it super duper quickly. On the other challenges, on these other Hall of Gods, I would not use it in Vidar because you don't kill anyone, and probably not in Ares because you don't kill anyone either. So it is really only for this Charon.